Guys, put that shit away. The king is watching. Hey, wait a minute. Aren't we the king? Can there be multiple kings? Like a council of kings? A collection, a crowd, a cluster of kings? Is the king just a metaphor for man's own self-aggrandizing need for the perverse comfort one finds when holding dominion over the freedom of others? You know, a false sense of security granted such positions despite lacking any true control over the nature of the world in which they reside. It's like what renowned slam poet Aristotle once said. If it is a king that watches us, who is it that watches the 2014 spy action comedy film Kingsman? This truly is the shit that keeps me up at night. So many questions, all of which I'm sure will be answered here today by The King is Watching, a new city builder, tower defense, resource management, roguelike, RTS auto battler from the folks over at Hypnohead. Let's check it out.
Now loading. The King is Watching.
Well, there he is, folks. The king. That great crowned eye in the sky. Watching us as we toil away the day's labors. Amongst many language flags. And the obligatory join the Discord button. Alright. Out here in the fields, I fought for my meals. Let's do it. Oh. Do I love you? Or you? Or you with your girthy sword? You with your pointy beard? I want this guy. He stands tall and resolute. He probably guards me in this room every day. I think I trust this guy. Glenn. Sir Glenn. My personal escort. Glenn, hey Glenn! Glenn! Will you marry me? I love you, man! Alright, let's go That's not what I thought was going to happen. I will be entirely honest. Glenn, never mind, man. You don't want these flowers. Well, guys, fair's fair. Sorry. Okay, yes. Of course. Sir Ducksworth is here. Welcome to your kingdom. Your Majesty, the kingdom stands ready, though much remains to be built. Let us proceed to your tower. There are matters most urgent to attend to. Hey man, question. Does it have anything to do with the flowers growing out of everyone's eyes and mouths who I give my flower gift to? I'd like to address that. Okay. Tutorial it is. Ah, Gustav. Strong economies, build strong empires. To start off, build a couple of wells. They produce water, which is essential for basic production. Okay. Kingdom depends on your supervision. Only buildings within the area of your gaze covers will work. All right. Need some wheat fields, boys. Okay, mix and match a little bit here. Timeline. Oh no. One goblin bandit dares to stand against me? We must attract the town folk. Wonder if over time my gaze can grow to be larger or different shape, perhaps. Build a new hut. Okay. For that, we will need water. Oh, these are my boys out here on patrol. Here we go. Get his ass. Yeah. Getting this denarii. And the market. Okay. Gold doesn't grow on trees. You can get gold by selling resources at the market. Okay. Need a little bit more wood. Market is complete. Start selling and you choose the type of resource to sell. Okay, selling some wheat. Get over here and get some more recruits going. There we go. If you've reached the troop limit, having a large army is very important, so I recommend you purchase this upgrade as soon as possible. Oh, okay, so we need an upgrade. As far as more wood. Okay, down here at the bottom, we can see everything we've got going. Perfect. Oh, wall buster. We're not gonna get anywhere near that in time. All right, you four. Oh, you're already weak. Get in there, guys. Mob mentality. Focus fire. Okay, so these guys, they're just beelining it for the wall. Good God, they have so much health. Yeah, I'd like the goblins to not get inside. That'd be great. Archery, huh? Yes. Building has almost run out of its resource. Building will be destroyed. Another wheat field is free. Okay, great. Cool. Oh, yes. Perfect. Oh, dude. We can see so much now. I'm watching all of you, so get to work. Chop that wood, mine that ore, wheat that wheat. Excellent. Put another one of you there. Barracks. Once you've recruited a sizable army and reached the unit limit, you may want to get rid of weaker units. Okay. We want an archer. Well, a couple archers, ideally. More wood. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Need water. Build more forest. Shoot him! Shoot him! Hell yeah. I think our first day as king is going great. Choose a spell. Use some of your troops to be banished from the world for 30 seconds. They will return with 6 crystals per unit. Roots spawns poisonous roots to damage and push away enemies. We're trying to get rich here. Come on, guys. So you received a spell. Some of them can drastically change the tide of battle or give you bonuses. Drag and drop them onto the battlefield when the opportunity arises. Produce your own spells with the buildings you have just received. All right. I've sent them to the other dimension. That good? We need some more dudes, though. Get close, get close. Oh, yeah. Dude, too easy. Militia camp. And a prophecy. King, you've been given a prophecy. Here you can determine the next 3 waves of enemies that will attack you. Stronger foes come better rewards. Be wise. Not all treasure is meant to be won. Interesting. Okay. So let's do wave 1. Am I doing this right? Oh, you have to like stack them? Is that what's up? We might have just ruined our lives, but no guts, no glory, right? Magic school, recruits militia. Building it up. knocking these wheat down real quick so we can start fresh. Troop traits. Oh, here we go. Building spells, resources, and more. Buying one of these artifacts. Ooh. Let's do that guy. Okay, these give us some buildings, resources, perks. Okay. Need a little bit more money. We can get this militia camp built. Okay. Easy enough. Let's save that because it's almost. Ah, cool. Speed it up. It's turbo time, and time is money, friends. People's morale, different things have different morale effects, and for you, the damage dealt by all your troops is boosted. Oh, delicious wine. Scarecrow out. Big well. Clay. Small wheat. Let's do clay. There we go. See what this scarecrow really does here. Ooh, is that our goblin pig? Oh, that's a big boy. Oh, oh, this might be a problem. This is a problem. Guys, that's the wall. Murder them, little men, murder them. Woo! Okay. That was almost really embarrassing. Five green tokens. As a matter of fact, I can't. All right, change of plans, guys. Normally with these videos, we try to just kind of roll from the start of the game all the way up until, 45 minutes to an hour in. This is kind of the exact experience you can expect starting the game yourself, that sort of thing. Thing is, this game seems like a real slow burn. And also on top of that, I'm kind of an idiot. So with these sorts of games, it kind of takes me like a little bit of bumbling around and just kind of fucking things up. Sort of learn what's actually going on and what I should be doing. So I decided we'd actually just kind of come check back in a few hours later and see some of the kind of like extended mechanics and things we've unlocked and how things have progressed since that tutorial mission. We've unlocked all our various hubs, encyclopedia, challenges, gallery, council, upgrades. And yeah, so as we kind of saw before, this is our upgrade tree. There's actually multiple, which I didn't realize at first, kind of pertaining to different areas. These are just some various perks. These ones seem to be mostly tile related. Here's ones related to like your different kings and your advisors. The advisors, this is your council here. You unlock slots and new advisors as you work your way through that tree. But they just provide you different passive perks, basically. This is like the first guy you start with. Yeah, 5% boost to the production of all buildings. Random buffed tile. So on and so forth. Yeah, important stuff. We've unlocked some different tiles here, so some different unit types. I fully banished all those noble like blocks that kind of eat at your build space in the town. Yeah. So I just kind of wanted to jump back in here and give you kind of a better idea of what maybe a run looks like when the person playing has a slightly better idea of what's going on. So it seems like the goal here, now that I completed one run where I was able to actually kill the boss, it seems like maybe there's two bosses per run here. So this is our first one. Goblin's War Lady. And then there'll be a second one once we can get past that. And then I'm thinking, I kind of feel like there's a third one that unlocks, but maybe I'm crazy. I have not been able to like fully complete every single boss in a run yet. So this is one of our perks we've got. It just lets us pick some starting supplies. Go with the gold. Alright. So, your king unlocks different abilities as you go here. Like we've got this one. I like starting with that just because it frees up needing to get units right away for the first wave or so. I'm still kind of figuring out optimal placement of stuff. That's kind of... Luckily, it's very friendly with allowing you to kind of move things at will. You just take a little production penalty for a minute there. You see there, our free little militia dudes handled it for us, no problem. So the denarii is your in-run currency to buy things from the little shop that comes between waves. Let's go with the madhouse, why not? Obviously these are for producing different Jesus, where is my mind? Resources, yeah, that's the word. And then of course there's this system which we saw where you can place different, essentially kind of construct what the upcoming enemy waves are going to be like and shape what your rewards are as a result. So that's a little heavy, but we'll go for it. And then you have these random events as well, which usually just let you pick between different randomized rewards. We'll just go max HP. Okay, so we're building up. Let's get a marketplace in there. We will need to trade wheat for gold, essentially, to start out. Up our unit limit, that costs wood, I think, all the way through. Now, these guys are gonna get massacred. One trick I feel like I've kind of learned is once these guys actually start attacking the wall, they don't attack units generally, so as long as your wall can tank some hits, it's kind of, it's free real estate. Alright, so advanced production. This is where you get into kind of like the next tier of resource. So in this case, I think I'm going to go mill. Mill is good for generating gold. It basically generates gold better than selling wheat does by itself, but obviously at a kind of higher conversion rate. So, you need wood for that. Let's go ahead and put that there. Switch this to flour. Ooh, uh-oh. Forgot to have any units out for that. But again, as you can see, walls tanking hits. We've got units out. They'll clean it up. More production. We still don't have any clay, which we need if we want to be able to build our madhouse. So yeah, you also unlock the ability to upgrade buildings, which will provide different perks as you go here. Let's go ahead and upgrade our madhouse. Ooh, never used these guys. Druids of the Badger Camp. Spawns Druids of the Badger. 12 seconds of battle, a Druid will transform himself into a Badger, increasing his stats and giving him a new attack. Okay, I've used the bear version of this before. Let's try this guy, though. It only takes wood. Well, we need iron to build the base. So this is kind of the stuff that I was failing to really, like, take into account when first playing this, was just the various sort of like upgrade paths you go down based on kind of, I guess, what resources you want to lock yourself to. It's very easy to lock yourself to kind of like a resource path that you don't actually have great access to immediately. Like right now, we would like clay so that we could work on this madhouse, but so far we have not gotten it. Not gotten an iron mine or anything for this yet. So we're honestly sort of helpless at the moment. Again, we've got a twice upgraded madhouse setup going, but we don't have a way of crafting it currently. I don't know if it's optimal or not. I like to use the one free tile enchanter to get rid of the debuff one. I don't know if that's the best use of it or not, but it tickles my brain the right way. Alright, so we finally made it to the store. So these are your artifacts, you know, permanent upgrades for the rest of the battle. War, level. We like level. That's pretty good if you need to generate gold. Random 40 basic resource every wave is good. I was focused on these for a long time, but I would also actually say don't count out pretty much any of these categories. I don't mess with the spells a ton yet, other than just the ones that I get as I go. But down here's like here's building upgrades or a troop training. If you ever need like just a batch of resources, like, hey, metal's like a tier 2 resource. It's generally hard to generate, so if you ever just need some, feel free to throw down there. Same up here. This is actually a great way to get certain tiles if you just need, you know, hey, maybe you need some kind of unit. Like, this might actually kind of be good for us, maybe. or some of these stronger resource tiles. This one generates iron and wheat. That's pretty good. There you go, iron. Yeah, we need this, basically. We need that guy. And we need that guy. Let's just do that. Throw down. And let's throw another wheat there, and let's just get our generation going. Badger camp. He might die before he does anything useful. Let's see here. He's kind of a ranged unit, at least initially. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, he's doing stuff. He's a tanky boy. Alright. I kind of like grabbing usually just a base peasant's hut because the ones they actually start you with are a smaller variant. Two free crossbowmen at the start of every wave. Ooh, blue slime for an artifact. Do it early. Actually, let's go. Alright, another random event. From your balcony, you watch smoke rise from the forest. No bread means no royal toast. Tragic. You muse sampling a grape. A soot-covered scout bursts in. A wildfire is spreading, threatening our fields and farms. The council debates, protect your existing resources or let the fire create fertile new fields. We're gonna take the troop training. Generally, I find, hey, you know, permanent upgrades over resources, I guess, that you have the ability to generate, unless you're just kind of in a tight spot. So here's another thing. So you're able to delete basically tiles at any time, and as long as they haven't been used up like these tiles will just go back into your hand. And then you're able to sell them like so. Let's go clay. Basic constructions are cool. They basically start as nothing, but then grow into a more advanced plot. Kind of your one step above basic resource. We'll do that here. Yeah, so you see peasant's hut versus small peasant's hut. There is a difference. AoE damage. Help clear out a wave. I think we're just gonna recycle that for now. You see, we turn this into a wheat field, a sawmill, an iron mine, or a clay mine. I'm gonna go sawmill just because our wood situation is looking a little dire. These are kind of extra tiles like magic school that'll generate spells at the cost of crystals. Research table will give you basic blueprints as long as you're gazing upon it. Speaking of gaze, let's upgrade our gaze. I kind of tend to just stick with the basic stuff. Okay, this artifact right here is actually Sneakily one of my favorites. Sawmills and trees damage enemies when they are working. So basically, as long as we're activating one of these tiles, a sawmill, tree, we'll wait so we don't burn that guy out. It'll basically do continuous damage over time to enemies in the attacking wave. And I think it stacks, like if you are hitting 4 tiles, it'll be 4 times. But look, I've had this thing actually just like solo entire waves before. Like this would normally be a wave where those archers probably would have died and we would have needed to make more troops at some point to finish the wave. But that just finished it for us. And I found that can buy you a lot of room to work with. Okay, what do we got here? Bonus production on wheat fields is good. Don't need that. Stacking wine gives you morale, which is useful. Hunters, black sheep. Yeah, let's try to start stacking some morale. So morale here. Increases damage dealt by all units by 1% per morale. I've seen this get as high as like 40, 50. It seems like it's not insignificant. There we go. Sometimes you'll get it just as a passive boost from different events. Let's get into archers a little bit. Lifetime of all temporary units by 3 times. If we start getting some swordsmen or some kind of warrior type enemies, I think that'll be good. These sun-faced guys are real tanky. Alright, so here, just like this, let's just take the free 7 morale. That's just a 7% damage buff. Maybe wine, let's see. Wine provides 30 morale for troops and is consumed constantly when troops are in battle. We'll see exactly at what rate that is, but oh yeah, it goes down pretty quick. So if you don't have a means of really generating it continuously, like we currently don't, up our troop limit a little bit. Yeah, like I said, these guys are pretty gnarly. And they will still attack your troops when you spawn them, so let's actually throw some forests out there for the... Man, nothing. Central cell in your castle now works even when you're not watching. This guy I like this guy. Basically spawns a scarecrow when one of your troops dies, and Scarecrow, of course, can explode for big AoE damage, so I've seen it clear kind of like a whole wave before. Alright, we can finally transition to our madmen here. I'm actually gonna get rid of the smaller peasant's hut. We also have archers we want to move towards once we have what we need. Take gold. Let's take bonus gold, I guess. Alright, so what do we need? We're missing wood. Let's get wood. Go. And we need to work on upping our capacity anyway, so. Look at them go, boys. Look at them go. Okay, there we go. Now we've got another source of that rolling. Find these troop stat upgrades. Interesting. We don't have crystals. Oil is definitely a resource I've not really been able to mess around with too much. You have to get just very specific resource units to be able to produce it, and it just hasn't fallen that way for me. Let's just hold on to the tile. Obviously bonus production is good if we can swing it. Do we? Alright, I think we're moving on from peasants. Let's just go increase troop health. I feel like here would have been maybe an opportunity for. We just need the crystals to build the building. So that might be one way to get there. Probably, yeah, we'll go ahead and upgrade our gaze at least one more time here. Now we got 5 spots. If you manage to pull all the way up to 600 gold, we can get a 6-slot gaze here. Alright, and here we are. We're at the first boss, basically. He does like a big AoE kind of flail attack that will wreck the shit out of your dudes, and will probably happen to us. But we're actually going to help. This is where I think, like I said, this tile is very helpful, because we'll help continuous DPS on this boss. Look, and that was actually really smooth. We didn't even full wipe our army. Then once you come in here, you get a legendary artifact, places a legendary seal on 3 tiles, or increase all troop buildings unit capacity by 1. Those are both pretty good. I kind of want to see this guy. I don't think I've ever actually used this. A legendary spell. Yeah, these are the 2 you usually see. Permanently increase friendly units' HP in an area by 40. Or creates a temporary invincible healing zone. What I'm curious about, and I'm not sure, is if the health upgrade applies to all units moving forward, or if it's literally just the ones that are on the field then. Because, at least me, I kind of wipe through units all the time, so if it's just the ones that are currently living on the field, that maybe is not that useful. Anyway, prevent this video from being another 30 minutes long. We'll probably punch out here, guys, but yeah, just kind of wanted to give you a little better view of what you could really expect beyond that real bad tutorial run I did. So, anyway, hopefully this gives you a little better idea what's going on, what you can expect. I will say, I can definitely see how maybe the permanent upgrade currency unlock system is maybe a little on the grindy side. Like, from this mission, with how far we've made it, I'll probably get 30 or so of the upgrade coins. which where I'm at now is like, that's still solid. That's probably maybe an upgrade or two. But some of these further upgrades are like 70, 80 coins a piece, it looks like. So I could see it getting maybe a little on the grindy side. Yeah, I think that's a good place for now. As I slowly march towards the Hungering Maw, only to lose another run to it. As always, guys, feel free to hop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Help me. Until next time, gang, be on your best behavior, because the king is watching. That's right. We did that shit. Fuck the haters. Fuck the Hungering Maw. God. So good at this game. You like what you see, King? You like what you see?